What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel, and I want to start this video off by saying Happy Friday, everyone! That's right, today is Friday, June 2nd of 2023, and that means final order cutoff is right around the corner. So that also means this video right here is your final order cutoff speculation and recommendation show. This is the video where my good friend and I, Al from Golden Age Goodies, his Instagram is right here, and his amazing speculation Facebook group is linked down in the description below. Make sure you guys are joining that. But in this video, we put our heads together and we scour final order cutoff, looking for any books that might be worthy of speculating on, so that way we can start to make this hobby fund itself. But that's the speculation part of this video. There's also the recommendation section, and in that section we go over any books we think are worthy of picking up on final order cutoff to read. And if you guys don't order them on final order cutoff, but you want them, make sure you guys are telling your local comic book shop to get these books for you. Alright guys, with the intro out of the way, let's go ahead and dive in to our 2 weekly speculation reminders. If you guys have seen this video series before, or you guys are seasoned speculators, you guys can check out the timestamps down below, and you guys can go ahead and skip ahead to final order cutoff speculation. But if you guys are new to this video series or new to speculation, make sure you guys hear out these 2 reminders. And the first one is the most important one, and that is you guys have to do your own research. Al and I are going to present the information to you guys, but what you guys need to do is go check out the comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourselves. Because remember, you guys are spending your own hard-earned money on these books. Not our money, your money. And the last reminder that we have for you guys is that there are delays with comic books. So sometimes the book will show up multiple times on final order cutoff, and that is because its release date got moved for one reason or another. Alright guys, those are our 2 weekly reminders. Let's go ahead and go over the dates for this weekend's final order cutoff. If you guys are interested in picking up any of the books that Al and I are going to cover in today's video, you guys need to get your pre-orders in by June 4th for your DC Scout and Vault books, and June 5th for your Marvel and all the other indie titles. Alright guys, now that you know what dates you need to get your pre-orders in by, let's go ahead and dive into this week's final order cutoff speculation section. Sadly, there were no cover letter picks in my opinion for this week, so that's why we're going to go ahead and move right into the meat of the show with our final order cutoff speculation. Like I stated in last week's video, we're going to kick off this section with the second and third printings, and I was only able to find one book on final order cutoff that was a second or third print, and that is Batman issue number 135, which is legacy number issue 900. It has an awesome black and white sketch cover, and I absolutely love this cover. I will be picking this up not for speculation, but for myself, but I want to give you guys that information on that second print. But let's go ahead and move into the rest of the books that have speculation on this week's final order cutoff, and the next one up is Unstoppable Doom Patrol issue number 4, with the first appearance of Meta Woman. And after that is Captain America issue number 750, which is obviously a big milestone issue. And in this issue, they revealed the secret origin of Sam Wilson's new shield and the reason why he chose to pick up the mantle again. And also, there is a bold new direction for Sharon Carter. What does that mean? I don't know. You guys are going to have to pick up the issue to find out. And after that, we have Captain Marvel Dark Tempest issue number 1. This is a 5-issue miniseries, and this has the first appearance of Nada, a new cosmic mastermind with a devastating plan for the whole entire universe. It also has the reintroduction of Nitro, a villain of Captain Marvel who first appeared in Captain Marvel issue number 34 from 1974. And after that, we have Edge of Spider-Verse issue number 4. This is the final issue of this 4-issue miniseries, and this has the first solo story for Dream Spider. And like the other issues, there will most likely be a first appearance of some Spider, but that Spider has not been leaked to the public just yet. But maybe there isn't, Alan, I don't know. We're just speculating that there is going to be a new Spider revealed in that issue. Alright guys, moving on, we have Extreme Venomverse issue number 4. This has the first appearance of Billy, a manga version of Venom, the first appearance of a plant-based symbiote, and the first appearance of Venom Noir, which is basically Spider-Man Noir, but Venom Noir. They couldn't come up with something more original. Come on, Marvel! And after that, we have Marvel Zero. This is a one-shot collecting Marvel's 2023 free comic book day stories. If you do not get it for free, well, don't worry. Now you can pay for those free issues. But the stories this book does include is the free comic book day Avengers X-Men story and the free comic book day Venom and Spider-Man story. And this issue will also include previews to Jonathan Hickman's 2 new Marvel projects, Ultimate Invasion with Brian Hitch and Gods with Valerio Shitti. And there will also be a Virgin 1 in 50 of the Patrick Gleason cover, which is an amazing cover. And next up, guys, is Moon Knight issue number 25. Now, this book is titled The Dance Macabre, and it is an oversized anniversary 70-page, that's right, 70-page issue, which is going to have 12 chapters and 3 stories in it, and each story is going to have their own artist. Now, this does have a first appearance in it. It has the first appearance of Lila El Foley. I'm probably totally butchering that, I'm sorry, but this is the much younger version of Mark Spector's previous wife, who was originally introduced in Disney Plus 2022 series Moon Knight, and she later became the Scarlet Scarab. Now, this also has the debut of a new costume for Mark Spector, featuring a head-to-toe white ensemble, from the sleek featureless mask covering his entire face to the thick white boots and cape complementing a subtle chrome belt that resembles the crescent blade. This new costume can be seen on the Hellfire Gala cover by W. Scott Forbes. And this story will spin out into a miniseries called Moon Knight City of the Dead. And guys, guess what? The next book on this list is Moon Knight City of the Dead issue number 1. Now, this book is a new crime noir 5-issue miniseries in the trend of Inception meets Taken. But guys, that is not the speculation. The speculation is this book has the first appearance of the 3rd Scarlet Scarab, who just happens to be Lila El Foley. You know, we just spoke about her in Moon Knight issue number 25. She has her first superhero appearance in this book. But this book will also have the first debut of the Jackal Knight, an avatar for the death god Anubis. Alright guys, those are all the books that Al and I were able to find that have speculation. Now, I highly suggest you guys are joining Al's Facebook group, which is linked down in the description below, because he will be updating this list all the way up until final order cutoff dates cut off on Sunday and Monday. So make sure you guys are joining his Facebook group, because he might be adding more books to this list, or he will be elaborating on the speculation that I just spoke about in this video. Alright guys, I'm going to go over this list one more time, and I'll come back to you guys with my spec picks of the week. Alright guys, after going over that list one more time, I gotta tell you guys, me personally, I'm gonna say save your money. This is not a week to be spending big money on any of these books, because I don't think any of the characters that have first appearance are gonna be important down the line. The Moon Knight books do sound cool, but the character was already revealed on a live action screen, and that's where a lot of speculation comes from, is live action first appearances. And since these characters have already had their live action first appearances, there really isn't anything to really draw people towards these books, in my opinion. Especially since that Moon Knight series wasn't that good to begin with. Why are people going to be wanting to pick these books up to get the first comic appearance of this character? I don't think they are. Alright guys, that is my personal opinion. Make sure you guys are following Al's Facebook group, because he might have a slightly different opinion. Alright guys, let's go ahead and dive into next week's new comic book day cover lover picks. There are 2 covers on next week's new comic book day that I think might be worthy of speculating on. And the first one up is Loki issue number 1, the 1 in 100 Art Germ variant. Now, when this book was on final order cutoff, the 1 in 100 was not released just yet. But I did tell you guys to keep an eye out, because Marvel usually does a 1 in 100 of these Art Germ covers that is a virgin variant, and they did. And I think this cover is absolutely gorgeous. Now, is this book really going to gain a ton of speed? I don't know, guys. It's speculating. I think Art Germ's artwork on this cover is absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't mind having this book for my collection, but is it going to be truly spec-worthy? Well, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. But there is one other cover that I think is really cool, and that is Star Wars Return of the Jedi, the Empire issue number 1, the 1 in 100 Ryan Brown variant. I am not a Star Wars guy. I really don't like Star Wars all that much. It's a cool movie sometimes, but so many of those movies, in my opinion, are pretty pretty bad, but the actual character and character designs are really freaking cool. And this cover featuring a bunch of stormtroopers by Ryan Brown is absolutely gorgeous, and I can see Star Wars fans really wanting this book for their collection. Alright guys, those are my 2 cover letter picks for next week's new comic book day. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But let's go ahead and finish this video up with our final order cutoff recommendations to read. If you guys follow this channel enough, you guys know I'm a big fan of Scott Snyder. Scott Snyder is such an amazing writer, in my opinion. I pick up everything he writes. Now, is everything he does a home run? No, it's not. But so many of his books are so freaking good. You just gotta give any of his new books a chance. And he has a new book coming out on Final Order Cutoff that is called Barnstormers. And he's actually teamed up with Tula Latte, which is an amazing cover artist. I didn't know she did interior art, but she's doing the interior art for this book, so I could not be more excited. There's a bunch of amazing covers, but let me go ahead and read the synopsis for you guys. It's 1918, the early days of the barnstorming era, when pilots competed with each other by performing deadlier and more wondrous feats as we've never seen it before. Pilot John Barron is back from the front lines of the war where he was injured. At 18 years old, he's an adventurer who lives his life traveling from town to town in his plane, entertaining folks across the country, most of whom have never seen a car, let alone a plane. His world changes when he meets Helen, a young woman who shares his passion for aviation and adventure. They become a traveling act, flying from town to town, delighting folks with their antics. Helen even becomes John's wing walker, climbing out on the wing of the plane mid-flight to perform death-defying acrobats. Along the way, they bond, confessing their secrets, and begin a romance in this lush, character-driven series that explores the early days of aviation and the involving relationship of romance between 2 young pilots. But guys, the twist on this is that there's murder, and you can see some of the covers where the woman Helen has blood all over her. What's going on there? Is she the murderer? Is someone close to her going to be murdered and she was just there? I don't know. This seems like a love story that's going to have a murderous twist, and I cannot wait to read it. It's from Scott Snyder, and again, there is no like heart-pounding Noctera action in here, or Undiscovered Country, or Batman, but it's Scott Snyder. You have to give everything he does a chance. Alright guys, that is the one book I found on Final Order Cutoff. That is a new book that I think you guys just have to consider picking up for the story itself. Alright guys, with our Final Order Cutoff Speculation, our new comic book day covers in our Final Order Cutoff books to read out of the way, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright guys, we are at the end of the video, and if you guys are still watching, you guys know exactly what you are. You guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for supporting the algorithm. Now, if you guys have not hit that like button just yet, and I know there's hundreds of views on this video, so if you have not hit that like button just yet, do me a favor and smash that like button. It helps the algorithm get this video out to more people so this channel can grow, and I would truly, truly appreciate it. Now, if you just watched that video and you enjoyed it, and you enjoy comic book content, and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Alright guys, that's really all I have for you guys. I have a giant stack of books, 26 books, that I need to read by Tuesday morning so I can get next week's Wednesday pull list video out. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. You guys have yourself a fantastic weekend, and I'll catch you guys on Tuesday. Alright guys, peace.